and I know I'm ready. So I guess the next step is to just get out there and get it done. I feel like this one's on me, though. So time to earn my stripes.
It's an all-Western Conference matchup, and today's game is the Kings coming to town for this one. It's the NBA, and it's live right here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, and here with me today, Clark. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far.
You know, when you're bad or struggling in the West, things can go south in a hurry. I mean, the Wolves ended with the worst record in the league last year at 16-66, and a lot of those losses came in their conference.
Minnesota with the ball. Drops one in from the wing. Kings have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Here's Gay. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. You look at him physically, and Rudy Gay is the complete package at the small forward spot. Nothing holding him back.
You know, Kevin, he comes in at 6'8", has that solid frame, unbelievable athletic ability with the speed to go with that for a player of his height. He is a true talent.
Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Kevin Garnett. They set the screen. Levine, that's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. Levine's got 5 now.
Yeah, poor job defensively, giving him such a clear look at the basket from three-point range.
And with Rudy Gay, the physical part of the game has never been a problem with him. As great a physical player as any other small forward in the league, his one drawback is he can get in his own head at times and not play to his strengths.
Timberwolves foul call.
Minnesota making some changes. Jang, he's checked in for Towns. And Miller subbed in for Ricky Rubio. And then for Sacramento, Coley Stein comes in for McLemore. And it's Collison in for Rajon Rondo.
And no doubt a lot of players can get in their own head, like Gay does at times. He does so much on the floor, it is odd when he vanishes for stretches of the game. On pure talent, he has few peers in the league.
Shoots from the high post. Hits the front of the rim and out. The Kings trailing. Now, Freak. A 17-point game for him in the win against Houston. Miller with the ball. Gay picks him up defensively. Miller kicks to Muhammad. And the pass to Dang. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And the jam by Levine.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friend.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
He feeds it to Pekovic. It's tipped. Tries to save it. Out of bounds. Timberwolves ball as Minnesota keeps possession.
Shape up.
And some changes here for the Kings. Koufos comes in for DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Butler in for Rudy Gay. Leslie with the steal. 3-on-3. And Butler gets it to go on the assist by Leslie.
The defense to start and ignite that play was terrific, and I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
And really look for them now to be even more aggressive on the defensive side. Try to come up with a few more steals.
Miller kicks to Zhang, out to the right wing. 6 to shoot. Now here's Muhammad, defended by Butler. Muhammad, no luck.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Pass to Collison. He dishes it to Leslie. Outside Butler, beyond the arc. Rebound collected by Levine. Last game for the Kings, they picked up the W against Houston.
And the way they attacked the basket in that game was unreal. I mean, after a while, the defenders seemed to just wave the white flag.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, that's what will happen when a team continues to attack the basket and come away with layups. The defense tends to get demoralized and deflated.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Collison kicks to Leslie. That falls. Great assist by Darren Collison. 8 points for Freak. A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. King. And here's Freak on his experience as a one-and-done college player. With more and more freshmen, Clark, making the jump to the pros, we can expect to hear more stories like this, I'm sure.
Well, without question, Kevin, that's the case in the landscape that we find ourselves in. But, you know, there's something to be said for developing all 4 years in college when that's the best route for an individual player. Nowadays, I think, unfairly so, there's a ton of pressure on young guys sometimes to leave prematurely. We'll see if Freak's decision pays off for him long term.
Well, up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Kings.
You've got to like the consistency with which they're hitting that mid-range jump.
You know, the other thing they've been able to do in the early going is to get to the free throw line and convert tonight.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court right now for the Kings, Leslie in at shooting guard. Quincy Acee out there with McLemore. Then there's Kufis, and it's Rondo in at the point guard. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Rockets played really well. He ended with 17 points, and in addition to his scoring, he also came away with a season high for rebounds. Overall, just an incredible bonus for his team as he made a big impact coming off the bench.
All right, Doris, thanks. That really was a spectacular game for him, even by his standards, guys.
And how about the high standards he has for himself? He really did have it all working for him in that game.
Anxious to see what's in his mind for an encore today. I mean, it'd be awfully difficult to top that last game.
Offensive rebound, and Garnett misses.
All the defender had to do there was just stay close to him, and he did.
And it's Rondo penetrating. Sweet little floater. Now it's a 6-point Kings lead.
You know, he didn't need to make the layup complicated. I mean, it's not a trick shot contest, but he decided to go for a little extra flavor on that one.
Here's Levine. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
And guys, for Zach LaVine, once he finally got comfortable last season, boy, did he heat up. He shot 42% over his rookie year, but 47% over the last month. And I think that gave him a lot of confidence as he's entering into year 2.
Garnett, the screen. Levine passes to Towns, and that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
I like to call that stick-to-itiveness, Greg. Getting everything he possibly could out of that play. Nicely done.
Good call. Gay against Garnett. Here's Leslie. And another 3 for Sacramento.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Wiggins drives in. True on the 14-footer. Wiggins has got his second bucket of the night.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Gay sets the pick for Freak. Back to Rondo. Clock at 6. Screen by Cousins. Here's Leslie. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Towns has got 3 rebounds now in this one. Rubio outside. There's the dish to Levine. They set the pick. A floater.
Hey, for Zach LaVine, the dunk contest last season was his coming out party to the world. He put on a show that everybody in the NBA was buzzing about.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way as well. And we know what that can do. It pays off typically in good fashion for you.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Towns. Gorgie Dang comes in for Kevin Garnett. Shabazz Muhammad's checked in for Andrew Wiggins. And Miller's subbed in for Ricky Rubio. Collison, no good. And for Levine in his dunking, if you saw him in college or last season, you knew he was a very special player in the air.
Well, Levine can be one of the great all-time dunkers with his height and ability to lift off. He gets airborne so effortlessly that there are few that can match his power and finesse once he's airborne.
Here's Leslie. Sacramento again missing.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Jang with a screen on Collison. And it's Miller penetrating. Jang, no luck. Kings leading now by 3. Dishes it to Collison. Butler kicks to Cauley Stein. Here's Collison. Three-pointer, Butler. That is good. Butler's got 5 now.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Greg, that's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
Okay, fans, put your hands together for your Timberwolves dancers. All right, fans, that was your
And let's take a second to view a list of
Timberwolves
shooting guards who have been very dependable offensively this season. These 2 guards are the most accurate in the league.
You know, in tight or outside, these are all very reliable and consistent shooters. It's a safe option to put the ball in their hands and let them create something for themselves.
Boy, it does smooth things out for a team to have a 2-guard like one of the guys we're seeing there. I mean, you don't need to draw up anything fancy for these fellas. Just call an isolation and they'll get you something good.
Good.
basket by Shabazz Muhammad.
44 seconds left to play in the first half. Collison dishes to Leslie. He kicks to Cauley Stein. And he dunks it down.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the champ.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risks to see if they can cut that lead down.
20 seconds left to play here in the half. Passes it to Leslie. There's a good screen. No good.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Misses in close.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
And so it's a...
Well, Ricky, what is...
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead.
On the court.
Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Towns. Zhang comes in for Kevin Garnett. And Miller subbed in